How's it going, everybody? Kyther here, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, where we've had a bit of a game update in between, and the photo mode has had a brand new UI given to it. As far as I can tell, that's mainly the only thing, well, the only thing I've noticed directly. But anyway, last time we constructed our building over here, which does the, I can't think of what it's called now, the high-speed connectors, there we go, having all the things flowing, which conveniently has these non-stop making. We made this tower bigger, we had it, have it to be very cool looking in here. The music is gone, it's kind of scary, and we researched all of the current alternate recipes that are in the game at the moment and unlocked all of them with the exception of those that are in tier 7. So today we're going to be sort of taking a, well, for the most part anyway, taking a break, and we're going to be giving the base some aesthetics and also allowing me to essentially walk everywhere with these on instead of the jetpack, because, or for maybe not every building, but most buildings, because I would like to be able to just walk from wherever I want to go to wherever I need to be. And we're going to start off, because I'm up here, still pressing the wrong buttons, and adding a nice little roof slash floor slash ceiling to this tower. And this one is pretty much done at that point until I sort of work out how I want to be able to move around within it. And then notice that we have some weird things going on over here. This square going from this building, well, yeah, I suppose from that tile to that space there is in the middle, which is 15 tiles. So I put it same going this way. You have to get one more tile out. And I think this spot would be a good spot for that to go. So it's pretty much, or will eventually be, in the center of the base, or close to as I can get. And where this is a safe spot, so we're not getting gasted. Don't know if I get it over here. You can sort of see that the screen goes that first bit of tint red there. Oh, sorry, I have an itchy nose. So we're safe up here, so I guess this is where I would be putting the space elevator. And it's a 7x9 tiles wide. It'll be interesting to try and center that. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave this here. We might put that over here later on. But first we're going to do some building tidying ups. The first part on this list is to go around and add all the walls and floors to buildings that are at this point in time incomplete. So with these buildings all now done, that is sort of step 1 at the base completed, except for, well, this tower and that one, because obviously that one has nothing in it, so we don't need to worry about putting that one up just yet, because I probably could. But this one, I may be putting walkways sort of around the edge here. Or it would have to be, I was going to say it would have to be these ones, but I don't think we'd fit. Because we've got the jump pad down the bottom there, so I use that to get out of. Keen eyes probably would have noticed, or paid attention, that I didn't do these two buildings. That's because I'm going to be changing this one. We're probably going to take one to maybe 2 of the platforms off. We're just going to get either a 4x4 or a 4x5 building and just have 1 machine per floor. And I can already say that this building is probably going to be our tallest. Very easily and very quickly. Otherwise, the other option I'd have would be, I would probably have to expand it either that way or this way 1 tile. Just so we have a better room in there. I'll be debating that, and we'll get to that this episode at some point. And as I've said, that tower is pretty much going to be removed, because we're going to change the truck lane into a train line. May get to that today too. But my first order of business is going to be going to a place we haven't been to for, or over to I should say, for quite some time. And that is of course our steel production factory, which is kind of at a standstill because we're not using it all that much anymore. But I have neglected this place long enough. It is time to finally construct a building around this platform. Okay. And here is what the front of it looks like. I decided not to put a roof on it like the one that gets the Kytherium ore, because I think, I'm not too sure, but we may be expanding this in the future. I don't really know how soon that is. I had to get rid of all the steel. Doesn't matter because the truck's not really picking it up. And we have that extra bit of coal that was going in here to the fuel. We don't need that anymore because it's using different fuel to get its fuel. Well enough to me, words with fuel. I thought that was not running as efficient as it should be. Yeah, we also don't have the cables going through walls, so that is beautiful. Yeah, this place could be eventually getting taller, and we shall see when that happens in the future. Also, Power Sluggy guy is still down there. There's a Summer Sleuth up there, and there's one over there, which I'm pretty sure we already knew that those ones existed, but it's just interesting to know that those two are like super close together. And I'd say some of you would have also noticed that I didn't do anything with the 2 places using all the oil. I'm not too sure what I want to do with these for the moment, because I like the look of them. I might just go around and put just a wall around the base of it, I suppose, because I am using the walls here to move things along. It would mean it would also tidy that up so they would actually come in. And yeah, because I kind of want to keep these open. I like the looks of them, as I said previously, but they will need a wall of some sort, I guess. So both now, this box and that one have 2 high walls. This one is the difference of just the different material on the wall on the bottom. I have put a box little addition down the end here, just so bringing over the oil. This is a little area for it to just sort of go around and up. It's going along around the back here onto a wall. I'll leave that for now because that's probably going to get very messy in the future, I guess. I did want this to go over this way, to go straight into the middle, but then I realized that the trucks would not be able to go under there, so I had to move that over there. A little slope down here, which hopefully that doesn't get in the road of anything. If it does, I'll just have to do what I've done over there and just bring it across this wall and then go in. Which maybe I should have done that, but anyway. I've also tidied this up so there's no more storage container down here, and these are just going from splitters into the machines. And I've added, so this just goes out through an actual hole in the wall to go over here, which I suppose I probably should move this as well. All this plastic as well, finally. do something with these, because they've just been sitting here. But anyway, we're going to move on to a different spot now, which is back to this guy. So I'm going to make probably a quick change of putting his supports here just to see what that would look like. Don't think I'll be able to go all the way up here. No, but I just need to know what this would look like to see whether that is like more obtrusive or anything. Definitely blocking the view, obviously. Then we would take these out. I don't know if I'd put one in the middle, like that was going to be the initial idea, I guess. But that kind of looks alright. We just have to fix it so that doesn't cut through there. That would make more sense for what I want to do here. So on the sides here, the amount of times I want to go up there, and I can't, is surprisingly sort of a fair amount. So you're not gonna let me place that there, are you? We're gonna extend the walkway here out a bit. Always with the wrong buttons. Because this needs to go around here anyway. That platform is lost. I think I've lost about a small handful number of platforms to just having them being like placed underground. Essentially they're just underneath these things. And we're also going to have to get rid of the plants. So now that they're gone, we can continue with what we were doing. I haven't actually put you onto anything, which would be helpful. Add the ramp, or a ramp. Ooh, hi game. Down to here. It will let me. There we go. So now I can actually just walk up there. I thought that was a sign. That confused the heck out of me. And just for making things look nice, I'm going to want to be putting some more foundations down just to lock everything so we can't walk or see under it, more importantly. So this would make more sense too, to sort of have that go down like so. Boop-a-doo. Rotate that one. Get rid of these walls. Bump. Looks a bit funky on the inside because these are now sort of clipping a bit, I guess. Bonk. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one in here, which is fine, because I think I was going to change it up so this was just solid walls. I might actually end up removing those. But we shall see. Can't put one there, but can put one there. Anywho, this power pole is going to be a pain to replace. Alright. So just as it's getting dark here, you can show that power has been moved, been rerouted around a little bit. More importantly down here, I also added the ramp onto this side that matches that side. A little balcony area for in there. And so the power's sort of coming down that side, branching, connecting over to here. Removed a couple of the power poles over here that work sort of completely useless. Add a new one there to connect into there. Remove the landing pad. Don't really need that anymore. And was going to put a platform around here. Probably will still do it. I have to sort of just reorganize these a little bit. I might just try it with this one. What are they? Standard belts? Hard to read white on white. They are indeed the standard belts, so I should have plenty of these. We can at least put that there. We just connect them across like that. That way we can at least still walk underneath. I'll just quickly do that for this one as well. Just like so. Then we just have to worry about not trying to stop the player from falling off. or me falling off, I suppose. You guys might be wondering what I was going to do with this area, and since we have the daylight back, I can show you. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to basically move the entrance down, and just going to place a wall like that, and then down here, place the door. That's the right way. Yep. And then just so it blends in, the entirety of the bottom here, we're just going to cover up these walls. And you would be none the wiser. Until you go inside, that is. So the final little area we're going to adjust and sort of tidy up is this spot here, just around the corner from where we've been. This place is a bit of a nightmare. I would like to have another pathway from down there to get up here as well. Or just a ramp, essentially. We'll have to move this so you go up, which will fix our other problem of how we're going to move the fuel around, because it'll have to hook onto this wall. And this one, well, it can't go higher up there, so we'll see how this goes. There's definitely room in here for this to be maneuvered around. Anyway, I'm just gonna adjust this off camera, and I will show you the before, and yeah, we'll show you what it's like after. And how much cleaner does that look? We don't have these in the road, we don't have... It looks a little bit weird because it's not entirely straight, but that's fine. We don't have wires everywhere. I also tidied up the area up here a little bit better, and in doing so I disconnected its power and forgot to connect it back up. Same with down below here. You just have a window there. Now we just got it going through here. And yeah, this is very, very nice and tidy. Place out here, one of the very first power poles that we placed here. That one has finally been removed. And I extended this building out just to put the storage of this up here. And I've moved the plastic that was here down where the other two storage containers are, those large ones. So I might put a third one down there. And the only way this could go round was to go back through the building. That's fine. This just fits. I'm amazed. I love it. But that's pretty much it. I added another wall section on this one. So this one's 3 tall, where the one over there is still only 2. And yeah, so with that, I think it's finally time. I've also put a little bit of a walkway around this, because this is doing basically what down there is doing for the concrete. With that, I think it's time to finally redo the big main building, which will essentially be our main building. It's being the crystal oscillator. Why? I did this just now. Put that back. But that would be the crystal oscillators. However, the change that we were going to make to this building is no longer going to be happening. I'm just going to be changing the internals of the building. So we're going to keep it as a 6x4, but instead of the monstrosity that is putting them this way, we're going to put them this way. So they're back to back against each other, and there is just enough room in here to snugly fit all the connectors. And this happens to be going in the right direction, that doing these connections is not a pain in the butt, plus it also actually works, because I think if we do it sort of going this way, then there might be a bit more of a gap than what these are. But usually when you do it this way, either that way or that way doesn't work. But that also tends to be mainly with the splitters and the mergers. So we got lucky, maybe. But they all fit snugly in here, and using the vertical belts, we can actually get all the items in from one side into the other. And the other bonus is we don't have to take them outside if we don't need to. There is just enough room to hook a conveyor belt around to the side here. And we also get given this space to do whatever we need to do, moving them up and down, as well as sort of doing it directly from there. So I'm just going to change that floor to be like this. And now that's done, we just need to connect in the lines once again. The game wants to freak out a little bit. Boop-a-doop-boop. And we are now once again producing those oscillators. This worked out really well. I changed the height at which the rubber came in, so it's sort of a straight line over here. I also lowered the crystals by one, so they're also now coming in a straight line. Which I think, yeah, and the AI limiters are also now sort of blowing in a straight line. Powering this thing up was interesting. Okay, you should not be powered up there. Let's fix that. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. That should just plug in. You know what? If it goes straight there, it would be fine. But no. I'll probably move. I'll place that there instead. That'll make kind of more sense than putting it all the way over there for sort of next to no reason. Everything's all split up and going in. What was the thing over here that took forever? Why is the rubber... Why? That was one... Oh, because I took the power out. That makes sense. I suppose 40 and... Yeah, I guess because I took the power off of this one. It stopped going in. Makes sense. And then we just have them going up here. And just for now, just temporarily connect them back up into there. Because this floor... Well, we're going to have to be making more of these in the future. Because it turns out these oscillators are used for a whole bunch of things. We've really only got time to do one more thing for today, but I just came in here and I have, because I've been just organizing this last belt with the rubber, I'm reminded that this runs out of quick wire for some reason, and I worked out why. Not long after, oh, that's a different type of floor. Not long after the end of last episode, I was going to show it off today, but I forgot. So in here, oh boy, all turned around. In here we have where that's this side. One of these comes in. Trying to words. This one comes in and splits, right? I never hooked this up. Here it is. The next floor, I didn't have to go around that way. So it did. I never hooked this floor up, and it explains why this has been so slow. So let's hook that up. Finally. Dun 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 dun. And then this floor can actually start making the quick wire, which will fix the issue. So I was always thinking, like, this seems a little sparse for it to be kind of full. That's because it has not been working to its full capacity. We probably could have had double the amount of these, if well, probably close to about double. But anyway, what we're going to do to end off the episode is we're going to see what it looks like to put that here. So I have now recentered the block, which I believe was either one over, I think one this way. And I've also done finished off the ring around it. So all of these sides are 11 wide. All in the middle. So now I'm going to expand out the platform and give it some supports. So that's just the base platform. I have it so that the bits in the middle here, so that like a 4x4 here are only the two high ones, where the outlining edges and the ones that go directly in the middle are the 4 high ones, giving it a little bit of structure to it. So let's see what it looks like when we get this on here. But the issue is, I'm going to want it to be facing this way. It's the way I want it to face. But I don't think I'm going to be able to really center it the way that I would like to. Alright, so now it is right smack bang in the middle. Let's place it down. It's very cool to watch that be built from above. Whoosh. So we're not going to stand here the entire time. I'm not going to watch it sort of be created. It's just going to happen. With that, let's get a look at it, shall we? I'd say we're definitely going to have to do something about the platforms. We can't just leave them like that. But it's interesting. It is most definitely very bulky in the center with the stilts for it there. I wonder if... See, I was going to say I can't really put it any lower, because otherwise we're going to get hit with the stink. But I don't know if it'll stay there. It's probably one of the... It's like, technically it's the best spot to put it, because it would be very center of base once we expand this way, as I said earlier. I thought... You have stopped. Fair enough. You don't have any... I'm gonna have to check on you. You ran out of fuel at some point. Okay. But yeah, there's, I suppose, one last thing I want to do today, and that is actually to sort of do different colored rings on the towers, or just entirely different colored towers. So I decided to just go ahead and do the coloring the painting anyway, I suppose. You can see 3 of the buildings here have got colors on them. We have the quick wire, the things that we cannot see because they have updated game and things get lotted now, which is beautiful. I think it's still slightly buggy in some cases. But the steel pipes and the concrete, and unfortunately the concrete and this one have the same colors. But that's not all. The others that I have done are all mainly spottable from down below. So the idea is just that when I'm wandering around, I can be like, aha, this building's this building's that. Also gives you guys an idea. Probably when this place gets super busy with all the towers, it's like, aha, I know where they are, or where I am. This is very similar to that, but not much else I can really do about that one. I also marked it 1 high. From most of them, I've been trying to keep them 1 off the ground, except when they've got this bar. I've been usually doing it there, but this one I've done it 1 high on accident, but it worked out because it's got this on the front of it. Yeah, same with this. This one's only marked it once, because I forgot. The general idea would be to mark them in multiple places, so you can see them from up above as well as down below. This one's purple, that one's pink. Despite the fact that I had the right thing open. In here, that looks more pink. I mean, more like hot pink, but that's what that one is, believe it or not. We'll put that away. So yeah, I don't think I'll do the entire buildings, like, go through a lot of paint really quickly. I'm surprised of how much I went through, but I think it would look a little too, not like not ununiform, but just too messy to have just straight blanket colored buildings of one single color. So maybe down the line, do some experimenting by, painting the entire buildings, and then maybe finding a common color to sort of tie them all together. So that might be the reverse of this, where we just have the orange stripes or some other color, linking them all together in random places. But anyway guys, that's going to do it for today. Hope you've enjoyed a bit more of a laid back episode. Doing some tidying up around the base. Cleaning up, making things actually look presentable, except for that building. Only because, you know what? There are no excuses, it is also now done. The reason I didn't do it before is because I thought I was changing the building. That one, however, he's fine. Because we're going to either be removing that building, or it'll actually just get taller next time, or in the next couple of episodes. I was wanting to get to this one as well, but we'll leave this one for another day, because it's going to be having a much bigger renovation than what these were just having tidy ups. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to stick around, see some more. And I shall see you guys next time, where I don't even know what we're doing. So it's going to be a surprise. But anyway, until then, bye!